Hi, and welcome to this episode of the Retire Happy Money Minute. Today, I would like to talk about Warren Buffett. Many consider him to be the preeminent investor of our era, and he has two rules of investing that he lives by. Rule number one, don't lose money. Rule number two, never forget rule number one. Now, why would somebody like Warren Buffett say what seems to be obvious? And of course, none of us want to lose money, but at the end of the day, many of us do. In fact, there's all kinds of reports that I get annually that show how poorly the average investor actually does and what they experience in terms of returns. And part of that is not avoiding losses. So, I was just doing a podcast this morning on this, and it'll be edited and released probably in the next couple of weeks. You can always subscribe on our website if you want to see it when it comes out. But we really talk about the math, right? If you lose 25% of the value of an investment, you have to make 33% to get it back. If you lose 50%, you got to make 100% to get it back. This is why it's so important not to lose. In fact, I have a spreadsheet where we've loaded the last 21 years of S&P 500 returns, and we can randomize those because we want people to understand if you're withdrawing money from a portfolio and there's volatility, it has long-term ramifications. It's called sequence of return risk. So we're able to plug in that last 21 years, make withdrawals, and see if that portfolio would have lasted during that time frame. And then we can compare that to a portfolio that avoids losing. What this spreadsheet shows is if we were taking 5% off a $250,000 portfolio starting in the year 2000 through the end of last year, we would have run out of money after about 16, 17 years because we'd be pulling 5% off or $12,500 a year, and because of those fluctuations, the portfolio would have run out of money. However, if we had another portfolio where we had zero downside and only half of the upside of the S&P 500, we would have been able to draw money out and still have a significant balance left. And we have the ability in this spreadsheet to randomize, in other words, shuffle the deck, if you will, on the rates of return. And if you can get 50% of the upside and none of the downside over the last 21 years, and shuffle it in any order you want, that portfolio with zero downside wins every single time. You can go down to 40% of the upside and 0% of the downside and win over 80% of the time. That's how important it is not to lose money. Just remember, it's simple math. Incorporate this knowledge into your overall strategy, and you too can enjoy a very happy retirement.